Well, hello everyone. I had a coffee, I had a pretzel, I have the dog with me, and ready to talk about vlogging. And loud noises in the background. So, I hope you understand me. Alright, I did something weird. I vlogged for 31 days straight and even made a second channel about it. Nobody watched it, but I want to tell you today what I learned for it. And I did learn a lot. And especially filming a lot more b-roll for my videos. And here is a lot of more b-roll while I stand in the rain and forgot my microphone and stuff like that. Yes, let's do that. Off to the next filming location for the talking head, and the dog leads the way. That's quite a location, isn't it? Nice. Yeah, I hope can you please fix your face? Thanks. So, now I'm outside again with the little dog, having a proper walk with a lot of b-roll, as I told you. And now I want to talk a little bit about what I experienced these days with the vlog. The usual intention was to document my way doing like rehab for some mental health problem stuff, and then getting back into something like a work life. And as life as it is didn't turn out as planned, I have a lot of free time now, for different reasons. The main reason is like there is an institution in Germany which is paying for stuff like that, like rehab and stuff so on. It's not health insurance, it's something something different. It's called like German, the name is here. And yeah, now I have a little bit more free time because I'm actually sicker than I thought I am. And not to me this the most dramatic, serious video. I want to talk about the vlog and the experience. And yes, to spoiler in a little bit, I definitely become even more friends with my inner monologue. I'm holding quite a lot. And yes, I use it a lot of like a personal journal more than actually documenting my mental health stuff. And it helped me a lot in that terms. That up front. We're still negotiating the terms, but I will maybe keep on vlogging. After talking like again 2.5 minutes straight about stuff and not scripted and a little bit chaotic, here's the way how we got to this lovely location, and it definitely was an experience, let me tell you that. Sorry for the wobbly iPhone footage, but this is actually what I have to deal with right now. Quite an adventure today. Quite an adventure today. In the mid of a rainy forest. I swear to God, I have no idea where the dog is going today. Quite off-road. And to be honest, I already took in the forest. Not a thing I do very often, but today there wasn't another solution for it. And now we have to find a way out of here. So, I would like to make B-roll out of this, but honestly I have more to concentrate on the way out here. Now with the proper setup, a vlogging setup, with the R8, 20-45mm f2.8 EF lens, and I have no idea where the proper way is. He hasn't any idea either, but we will find our way here through the woods, and maybe we will find the way back into the civilization. Little disclaimer, this is actually the city forest, it's not that big. There's always a way back to a proper way. Just was a little bit too much concentrating on B-roll today. Do you know the way? I think he knows the way. This is unironically the 5th or 6th spiderweb I walked into. You have an idea, right? He found it. He found the way out. Back in civilization. And yeah, ran directly into some biking family. Woo! One thing I definitely learned to appreciate. One thing I definitely learned to appreciate is that these little sceneries like that, like with all those swallows and birds and stuff, everything is great B-roll. Document that shit. Document your dog walks. Appreciate the little things back in life again and stuff like that, and then you have no idea how much this helps with mental health. And this is what it's all about. This and that. That. So, the thing with vlogging every day. It's like not every day there is happening so much extremely interesting. It's extremely unremarkable, to be honest. And I think this is one of the breakthroughs I had, was like, I'm doing a lot of stuff every day that I didn't notice before, but that's okay. Even if nothing big happens, but you do your everything stuff and day and household and editing and stuff like that, and there doesn't have to happen like a really big happening every day. And once I stopped trying to make everything like the most interesting content, having a very bad feeling about not everything being the most interesting content, I was much happier, even on the bad days. Especially on the bad days, I was really happy to have an outlet and just to say, today was a bad day. Nothing really good or big happened. You know, I have to scream a little bit because I forgot my microphone. Obviously. You know, I would like to be the guy who documents all his stuff in his field notes and in his big journal every day and being like organized and stuff like that, but I just not able to. I mean, yeah, it's part of the mental health issues to struggle with that, and this is where the vlogging as journaling came into, and it helped me a lot. It was like, yeah, filming stuff on the spot, not having to write things down, to have like multiple tools with me, like a pen and everything in the situation. I had much less problems with that, just having a camera with me, like this big thing always present on my body, or even my phone. I have my phone with me every day. And yes, it helped me a lot with that. It was just hitting the record button, like a fixed setting, not too much editing afterwards. It was like just chronologically, that was nearly correct spelled, putting it into my editing software and put it up on YouTube, not much editing, and got to go. It was just a really, really easy process. I found out about quite some time, and I just made it simple enough for me, not as my big videos on my main channel. And yes, I hope I can transfer that onto paper, because it would be much more analog and away from the screen and stuff like that. Like, I still have too much screen time, and yeah, it was just unlocking a new skill against my anxiety and seeing for my self-worth, yes, how much I do every day. And I'm not a depressive shit laying around the whole day. Even if would be okay in some way. But I do a lot of shit every day. And seeing that and rewatching that helps me a lot for my self-worth and getting a bigger picture of myself. What are you smelling? You have a good time? Yes. So, what I do better now? I got much faster in editing, like editing a vlog every day, lasting like 3 to 7 minutes. or even more from time to time, was a good practice. Definitely a lot of practice. You get better at things if you do them. Simple as that. And ooh, this is really steep. Should you try it? Hold on to the camera. Is it? No, it's okay. Nearly broke my leg there. Sorry, this was wobbly as hell, probably. Yeah. It got much more naturally to me to talk to the camera and holding the camera, especially in open places, not just at home. And yes, I started to get way less pretentious on camera. Much more natural. I mean, English is definitely not my native language, as you notice. Yeah, got just way more used to it. One thing, I even started to appreciate my little, or even laugh a little bit about it, my little brain fog moments where I just stare into the distance, like being in this heavy migraine attack status and just lagging brain capacity. Would I recommend it to you? Yes, no, maybe. That's it. Would I recommend it to you? Yes, maybe, and no. First things first, do it for yourself, not the content. It definitely helps to be more natural in front of the camera and be honest with yourself with the content. You know, you do it more for the discipline and the habit than being in the hope of generating clicks. Like getting used to these weird conversations with yourself. The dog wants to be included. You know, get used to film in public. Yeah? He is used to film in public, yes. You know, getting used to... This is actually quite beautiful. Get distracted by your surroundings and your nature. To be honest, oftentimes, especially for the outside world, it seems like you're really in love with yourself because you film yourself. Especially like here in Germany, people are not used to that. You know, it's much more about creating and document yourself having, I wouldn't even say only a good time, like having a documentary about your life, right? Another recommendation I have is get yourself like a cheap DSLR and a cheap lens as I did, and embrace the 2010 vlogging style, because your camera might break, you might get in situations which is quite ironic if you look at the footage I filmed with this camera, the Canon R8. And Jörg, what you doing? Could you please come over to me? Clumsy. Weiter. Come. Fine, up here. And yeah, so I was really scared if I used this camera for like 21 days, something would happen to it. As I said, quite ironic if you look at this footage. The intro to that video was actually filmed on the Canon Rebel T2i. I made several videos about, and the Sigma 10 to 20mm f4 to 5.6. I didn't want to use the phone the whole time because of storage issues with the iPhone SE, but there's also some footage I took on the forest with today because I didn't want to break the camera and I only had the iPhone with me. And in this moment, other two cameras were in the back for safety reasons, as I said. Like, yeah, sometimes you have a little bit to care about your gear, I think, if you're on a budget like me. So, what do I have to say at the end of our little trip here? Clumsy, come here. What the 41 days of vlogging taught me, people actually do have something to say, even if nobody is watching it, which sounds like another extension crisis, but here we are. And yes, you don't need a script worth saying something worth it, and yeah, the best line is always gone as soon as you turn on the camera. Thanks for watching it. You can head over to the channel, to the mental floor, you can watch it. Thanks for listening to me yapping 20 minutes about myself again, if you're watching so far. And you can like, comment and subscribe if you want to. And I probably forgot to tell at least 5 things I wanted to say, but here we are. Until the next video. Goodbye. The dog wants to go home after 2.5 hours of a walk. And yes, this was actually filmed all in one walk. What is quite wild, to be honest. And we need another 20 minutes home. We will do this. It's Monday, we can do this. He wants to go home. He is annoyed. He is annoyed.